Police probe documentary on Nigerian accused of posing as Dubai Air. One-party state, greatest threat to democracy, ex-Ebonyi lawmaker. All this and more on The Punch this morning. Moving on now to the Nigerian Tribune. Kwara killings. We won't surrender to terrorists, Tinubu assures Nigerians. DHQ breaks silence on presence of U.S. troops in Nigeria. Why we shut down the refineries, NNPC. Electoral Act, e-transmission of result must stand, opposition senators vow to monitor to presidency. Nigeria taps into $7.7 trillion global halal market. Kwara attackers are religious extremists. Government. Death toll rises, bodies still being picked from bushes. Wike-backed PDP leaders recognized by INEC attend stakeholders meeting. All this and more on the Nigerian Tribune. Let's move on now to the Daily Trust. On the front page of the Daily Trust, we are still burying the dead inside Kwara's massacre. Minority caucus. Senate approved e-transmission of election results. Jigawa government seeks full wash coverage in schools by 2030. Bauchi partners NEDC to stabilize Northeast. Gombe inaugurates local government coordinators to drive grassroots development program. How Nigeria can move from potential to economic prosperity, Zach Adedeji. We were beaten in Bath for 2 weeks, Kaduna abductees. Remi Tinubu meets Trump. All this and more on the Daily Trust. Next up this morning is The Guardian. On the front page of The Guardian, Electoral Act. Senate decision triggers outrage, doubts over 2027 elections. Nexim ex-MD Robert Oya jailed 10 years for 2.4 billion naira fraud. Kaduna can confirm release of kidnapped worshippers. Businesses battle rising costs as confidence weakens in January. Edo APC Oyegun Bika over alleged 150 million naira debt. Federal government unveils halal economic strategy to unlock $2 billion. Wike-backed PDP faction attends INEC meeting with political parties. Federal government to review revenue allocation, remuneration for political office holders. All this and more on the front page of The Guardian. And our final stop this morning is The Sun. Outrage over Senate's rejection of electronic transmission of results. Slain youth. Diri directs police to fasten investigation, prosecution. 2 notorious robbers nabbed in Lagos. Governor Umba, new sheriff of transformative governance, CAS, Aneke. Uwada rates election day workers as silent casualties of Nigeria's poll. PDP crisis. INEC can't choose leaders for our party, Turaki-led NWC. INEC decries distraction from parties' internal squabbles. ADC gaining momentum in Cross River, Oga party chairman. 8.1 billion naira lost to fraudulent projects in states across Nigeria, report reveals. Petrol may hit 1,000 naira per litre with coastal fuel delivery, Dangote warns. All these and more on The Sun this morning. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there right now to catch the show live and be a part of the conversation in real time. Numbers to call this morning 0700 951 0000, 08095 974869, 08099 930137. The last number is the WhatsApp number. You can send a voice note there or a regular WhatsApp message. Good morning, Kazim Bangbushi, Dr. Mrs. Onma Olebar, Jibrin Garba Shafa, all watching on Facebook this morning. Kwara massacre. We must ask who is preaching the indoctrination to lead to terrorist attacks and killings in Kwara. The government has a fundamental duty to protect its citizens. Proactive measures are essential as offering condolences after lives have been lost is an inadequate response, is what Fitzgerald in Airport Road shares as his thoughts.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
location and kindly go straight to the thoughts that you have to share. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to the Itodo Abba, the Agaba you don't want only.
Welcome.
My name is Salasi. I'm making this call now from Central Area. I want to start by greeting Mrs. Omeza, Haji Atoyin Abdusalam from Madala, and Dr. Mary from Gwagwalada. I want to start with the cheering news of the Kajuru Abdoti release. I say kudos and I say congratulations. It was for celebration. But what the government need to do is that they should have one-in-one. In fact, with the people being released from this camp of this terrorism, they're supposed to have the tactics, the knowledge, and I have had one-in-one encounter with the people that have gone kidnapped. And he told me how where they kept them, where they kept them in captivity. They can use the intelligence in order to stop this reoccurrence that has been happening for years. If they can be able to have the contact of these people, where do they take you? How do they feed you? Like you ask how the logistics, how they feed them in these places, they can easily get this criminal and get them arrested. And I want to, they are still burying people. Yes, this is the case. You know, the governor says 70 something, but we need to understand that the number is beyond what the governor said. So this essentially must stop. Thank you, Captain.
All right, sir. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Itodo.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How is your work?
Good. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. My name is Emmanuel Ocharifu, the Freedom Whaler from the city of Talakawas in Maraba. Mr. Itodo, my own start with question. Number one question is this. You may put me right, please. We have been having other presidents of the world from the bigger countries, countries that control the economic and military, part of this world. Has any time in the record, in the history, where the wife of the president visited Nigeria's own president? Because I heard that Tinubu's wife is meeting Donald Trump. Is it an official visit or a private visit? That is one. You are going to answer my question while as we proceed. Secondly, Mr. Itodo, these people, INEC recognize weak camp of PDP. You can see clearly that there is a game plan to make Nigeria a one-state party. How if the INEC have any role to play in the problem of PDP, why not make all effort to unite them rather than recognizing one unit and leaving the other unit? That simply means that the problem will continue, and at the end of the day, the APC of a party will not have a major opposition, and will continue in this kind of quagmire that we find us. It's unfortunate. Thank you so much, Mr. Itodo.
All right, sir. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. 6:31 right here. You can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Regarding your question, while the First Lady was attending the 74th Annual National Prayer Breakfast, which held on the Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., and the U.S. President publicly acknowledged her presence and paid tribute to her for her role as both Nigeria's First Lady and also a religious leader. Did they have any conversations afterwards, personal, private meetings? None of that was made known, but she was merely attending that prayer meeting, and she was acknowledged by the president, who was also attending the meeting as well. All right, and it's an annual gathering that brings together political leaders, religious figures, and invited guests to reflect on faith, leadership, and national unity. So I hope this gives you an idea as to what exactly the kind of meeting it was that they were both attending. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Happy Friday to you and your lovely family.
Happy Friday.
This is your lovely brother from North Nigeria, living from Federal Malaruna. I meet my lovely brother from Southeast, Mr. Chukudi. Good happy Friday to you and your family. I bring it to our performing governor, Mr. Alice Oti. And I get Mr. Sadasi and I go from Canada. I recognize UK camp. I don't know why some people are insisting in PDP and fight world to UK. You should leave it for him. we are the original member of PDP now. We are leading PDP since last December. We are now to come to ADC. They should give PDP for UK and Itodo by special grace of God. Anything where they want to plan A, plan B, they will not succeed because God and Nigerians are ready for them.
All right.
They cannot. Nobody can make a Nigerian party system. They have one person.
All right.
APC no have anything to offer and Tinubu.
All right.
Tinubu come out and APC come out.
All right.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
Malam, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's go to some of the voice notes which you've sent in right now. Please, in your voice notes, go straight to your point. All right. So we can play as many as possible. Remember the limit to it? 90 seconds? Less would be great. All right. Just to remind you about that. Come on in.
Itodo. This is Jimmy Odeniyi from Airport Road. We won't surrender to the bandits. That's a good one from Mr. President. There shall be no retreat, no surrender. In fact, that should be the slogan of all Nigerians. We are more than the bandits attacking us, so we can overpower them. If we are serious, if we are determined, if we are focused, and we will surely do that, and we shall overcome them. Secondly, release of kidnapped worshippers in Kaduna. Good to hear that one. We welcome them into their midst, and I call on Kaduna government and other law enforcement agents to prevent future incidents. Thank you. And on another one, yes, the government will review allocation to states. They should not only review allocation to states, so they should review pensioners' pension. The pension being paid to retirees is no longer justifiable. It cannot take good care of them, so it should be reviewed by the federal, state, and local government. Then lastly, likely increase in fuel price. Dangote should not do that to us. He has started well, he has been doing well. In fact, what he did for us in December, we really appreciate and commend him for that. So it should be sustained. Whatever it will cost him not to increase the price of fuel should be done. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Itodo. This is Tunji testing you here in Otako this morning. Jemilu in Akwana, Antashi Laipia. Otodo, I want to use this platform to say, why is it that when people lose their life, condolences will start coming out? Why is it that government cannot do the proper thing to prevent life? Itodo, it's getting me worried. Every day we hear people die every single day. Is it that we don't value life again in this world or in this part of this country? It is well. Wiki fashion, court is well though. They're using court to destroy PDP the more. Wiki is using court to scatter PDP the more. It is.
Good morning, Itodo. My name is Abila. Sending in this voice note from Central Area. Mr. President assures Nigerians that they will not back down for terrorists. It's a good statement, but let us see action. Let us not tune to radio and begin to hear killers. Let us not tune to radio and begin to hear people are being kidnapped. The government is not doing the most it can do, because people are dying every day. There is no day you tune to the radio without hearing killing. And the government keep on assuring us that we are not going to bow down to terrorists. Yet the terrorists are still attacking. What is happening, Mr. President? Let action lead, not voicing out your voice at all times. Thank you. That is my take this morning.
Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Good morning, listeners and contributors of this great family. Happy weekend. This is Evangelist Polycarp recording this voice not direct from Gariki, Abuja. I want to talk on insecurity in this country, most especially the massacres in Kwara State. The UN condemned the killing. We are searching for their support. They should come and support us, because it's like this insecurity is overpowering us. I think we cannot fight it alone. They should come and help us. And on one state party in this country is a threat to democracy. Yes, It's a threat to democracy in this country because whether they are doing good or bad, nobody to challenge. So you see, it's a setback for us. So seriously, that one state, I think it is not going to help us. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria Info.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo. My name is Omodudua, transmitting from Gwagwalada, Abuja, Electoral Act Amendment Law. The e-transmission has been passed by the legislative, but it is not the only option. Nigeria should not bank us e-transmission only we can only transmit by e-transmission. No, what of the area where there's no network? Doesn't mean that the election will be cancelled there. Many people are just shouting electoral heart, e-transmission should not be the only option. We cannot just hold ourselves to ransom. If there's no network, that doesn't mean that the election will be cancelled in the area. We have to think properly. Yes, and the INEC back Wike camp. Yes, congratulations. That is democracy, and that is rule of law in action. You see, so we told them that Ibadan Confession is an Amana Jamboree. It can't stay, it can't work. They go ahead with something that is illegal. No INEC official presence. Only them are there. They are just sitting there and sitting down and dancing. You see, so all those things cannot work in Nigeria again. Yes, congratulations to Wike. Yes, they should go ahead with their confession. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right, here is what Fitzgerald says. Took a message earlier. Then from Opulent in Bari saying terrorism and crime massacre is a sad one. It's high time the government finds solution to incessant killings. Things are no longer active. We urge the government to wipe out terrorists before it's too late, is how he ends his message. And Oludade Abiodun says, U.S. troops in Nigeria, yes, whatever can be done to eliminate these people in human skin is welcome, but Nigerian government should know that nobody can love you more than yourself. For me, I don't bother myself about electoral reform because I believe nothing is wrong with the current system but bad politicians. Don't you think transmitting election results in real time can have its own challenges as well? Here is a country where electricity, internet, and all that which are needed for the so stated still remain major issues. Therefore, we should not be too quick to conclude that transmitting results of elections in real time will guarantee a free and fair election in the country. Technology is indeed not predictable. The irony of it, that those clamoring for it now might be the first to condemn it if implemented for the 2027 elections. God bless Nigeria. To God be the glory, is what Tokumbo shares. And Wale Fatunle says the controversial 2026 Electoral Act Amendment Bill passed by the Nigerian Senate under Senator Akpabio sparked outrage over the rejection of mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results to INEC's IREF portal, despite claims by opposition senators like Senator Baribe that clause-by-clause debate endorsed this safeguard mirroring the 2027 provisions. The final version retained discretionary language in a manner prescribed by INEC, allegedly altered post-debate akin to recent tax law manipulations. Critics decry it as a subversion of democracy, risking rigged 2027 polls and institutional erosion. The Senate President insists electronic transmission persists without abolition. Mr. President assents without reforms, it could entrench. If he assents without reforms, it could entrench fragility and compromise institution, potentially leading to fragmentation unless public pressure forces change in harmonization, is what Wale Fatunle shares. Let's get back to the phone lines and get to hear from you. It is 6:42 right here, and you can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning.
Good morning, Divorce. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Why are you laughing at me? Are you transmitting or you are transferring? My name is Mrs. Obeza.
Please go ahead.
Live from my palace. Talk now. Are you transmitting or you are transferring? What a great country. Somebody say you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. When I said English language sometimes is our problem. People will say, what is she saying? Throughout yesterday, I refused to say anything about the transmission or transfer of vote. I just wanted to watch what's going on. Lo and behold, I was right. If you could remember, I told us that, are you expecting people that have stake to do the needful, then they walk out of power? It's not going to be possible. Now, to cap it all, God bless the opposition that are saying the truth. Thank you for standing. You will pay dearly for it, but it's the best. If we're told that democracy is about the people, after the passage of this bill, the outcry is enough for Senate to do the needful. We were told the House of Reps, in their own submission, they said, we want transmission of result. Even though Senate, the opposition told us that they removed in record time. But that was what was approved. All of a sudden, Akpabio and two other people remove it and replace it with transfer. So I don't understand our document. What we are doing is, the world is watching us. A committee approve A. The people that will publish it will give B. I don't want to repeat what others have said. Go watch the interview with Senator Ume. He mentioned it without missing word. From one step to the other, what happened? I hear Nigerians say we will not rely on transmission of results because of network and what have you. There's what you call offline transmission of result. Wherever you are, you transmit the result. When you get to where network is, it will drop and the time will be there. Why do we like manipulating in this country? What Nigerians want, apart from those ones I believe, because we don't have network in some areas, supporters of what I don't know, that we should continue from where we are coming from. Let the Senate go back to what the whole House approved. What was the transmission of result? Go check English, the difference between transmission and transfer. That's how two-thirds became another thing in this country.
All right.
Congratulations to our respected Mama. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Can we quickly look at the difference between transmission and transfer? Because it seems as though Mrs. Amiz is about to take us on English tutoring this morning. So, quickly, a quick search of what the difference is. We'll give you this response, but you can do your own research as well and get to find out what exactly it means. Transfer and transmission are closely related, all right? But they are used differently depending on the context and emphasis. Transfer focuses on the act of moving something from one place to or another, or from one person to another, while transmission focuses on the process or the mechanism by which something is sent, often over a distance or through a medium. So you can think about it this way. Transfer is what is moved. Transmission is how it is moved. All right? Pretty easy, straightforward, difference right there. So I hope you get it now. Let's get to you now. Good morning. Sorry about that. You can call back or send a WhatsApp message. Good morning. Are you there?
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
My name is Adiola Victor from Busalagi.
Go ahead.
Court recognizes a weak fashion and Iraqi fashion kit. You see, politicians we continue to play their bad politics, and I believe that what PDP is doing can never have that. Can never help that party. And this is why some of us we continue to call on the party not to take place and not to take part in the next election, because you cannot go into election with a divided hand. There's no way. And Turaki faction believe that they too must be recognized. Therefore, both factions now put INEC in the middle. And that is why I pray that these politicians will allow this young man, the INEC chairman, to succeed. Because it looks like they are desperation. And Turaki faction will believe that the because we say it's close to the government. That is why INEC will continue to recognize weaker faction. So let this position continue to let them continue to recognize and to respect the law. Because if you believe that you can do and not do, and nothing will happen, something will happen. So to the faction believes that they are the main faction that INEC should recognize. Well, the other time I listened to Rafi that is calling on Trump to come and intervene. Yeah? Let's see whether Trump will bail out Rafi faction. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Let's go now to our live feed and take some of the comments which you are leaving on Facebook and YouTube. Dr. Mrs. Unma Lebar says the 10th National Assembly isn't doing the best in the history of Nigeria. What do? Do we keep lamenting and allow them keep playing on our intelligence? They have told us that there could be no free and fair elections, that there will be no transparency. They feel that we are burdens and should not be seen nor heard. We reject that in its entirety and will never accept it. While Jibrin Garba is watching from Maiduguri in Borno State. Thank you for the compliment. Good morning, Argo Boss, Andrew. Moazu John Lasisi says, fuel may hit 1,000 naira per litre. Dangote wants. We are in for anything in Nigeria. We have the capacity to bear or absorb anything. We get God behind us. Is that a good thing? That the average Nigerian is ready to take on anything that comes their way. Is that a good thing? All right. Well, Obunike Paul, Kwara massacre. Soldiers arrived after hours after terrorists left. It's a shame on our system. Ezekiel Danga, enough of the hanky-panky games with Nigeria. There shouldn't be any upward review of the remuneration of politicians. Nigerian politicians are living large at the expense of poor masses. While Prince Dennis JP, other senators are not happy regarding the transmission of the... Okay, let's get what exactly you were saying. All right, just reacting to the Amendment Act. All right, John Egbudu, concerning the electronic transmission of results, no going back. Senate must do the right thing. Chinonso Benson, watching from Cuba. Why are some senators against the transmission of election results electronically? Are they against it for the interest of Nigerians or for their personal interest? Daniel Yanka, good morning. Looking at what you're saying on YouTube. Noel Marvin, thank you for joining. Hafsad Moazes says government needs to do more on insecurity. Ferdi Wolfman, watching from Nasarawa. Great to have you join us. Kidnapping business is really booming. It's a bad morning. It's what a He-Man shares. All right. It's 6:51 right here. Let's run through some of these voice notes, as many as we can handle at this time. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. My name is Ike. Sending this from Abuja here. This issue of killing, can't government know what to do? At least to stop this issue of insecurity. Yeah? I don't know. Since yesterday, I've been crying over this killing of numbers of people. Does it mean that people has now turned to chicken?
Good morning, Itodo. This is Kwanvu Mainasara from Abuja. If I could hear the headline very well this morning, Turaki said INEC cannot choose a leadership in their party. I think it's a good one, because I think the reason of Wiki coming back to that party is just to work for Tinubu. He's not coming for good in that party. So I will urge the Aturaki and the rest of the PDP members, they should also destroy his plans. It's better the party should totally collapse than for Wike to decide. I don't know. I don't just know.
Good morning. My name is Joe from Marawa. talking about court recognizing a PDP faction loyal to Wiki. I see that decision of the Federal High Court Ibadan. I think it will not stand, because I don't see how court will recognize officials that his time have expired. I'm talking about Chris Anyanwu, who was the secretary of the party, and his time expired around, I think that was November or so. And that's why the convention was held, because those officials, Damago and the rest, their tenure ended. That's why the PDP conducted that convention. So I don't know why the Federal High Court would decide that the officials, the valid officials of PDP or leaders, remain Anyanwu and Abdulrahman that Wiki just selected. Who were the officials that selected Abdulrahman as a caretaker committee chairman? How? I don't even understand that kind of decision. You know that the leadership tenure expired around that November, and it is necessary. It is very right for the PDP to elect new officials, which they did in Ibadan.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts. We need to go, but let's wrap up with this message from Comrade Apollinaris Akbajiri in Gwagwalada, saying, as the 2027 elections draw near, we must do everything legally possible as Nigerians to ensure that the National Assembly passes the real-time electronic transmission of electoral results into law. This is the pathway to peaceful, transparent, and acceptable elections come 2027. Catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja at 7 o'clock. Every time for the lead. Do all the stay tuned and be a part of that. Good morning.
This is Nigeria Info.